Good morning and welcome to the show. Guys, it is, of course, Prime Deal Day. That's right, Prime Deal Day. Now, we do have a very cool show for you. This is, of course, day 2 of Prime, and welcome, everybody. Good morning, Lois, and good morning, Phil. And I believe I do see Darthwing as well. Guys, welcome to the show, and thanks for joining us yet again. Now, gonna talk about it. You guys still see that banner down there? You guys are gonna see very, very beautiful exclusive deals. Of course, the E2000 V2 is actually a new product that dropped the other day. We have some very phenomenal deals on those two products for that line. Now, with that, guys, you're going to see that banner rotating. That banner is going to give you 5% off of a discount code of anything over $1,000 purchase. You're also going to see the E1000 V2 at $459 with a free gift. Now, that free gift is the 100 Plus Power Station. You're also going to see the Jackery Explorer E2000 V2 system by itself for $899. That is actually the lowest it's been since we've actually released that product. You're also going to see, of course, the E2000 V2 and solar panels with a free gift of that beautiful, and I'm going to say it, beautiful carrying bag that heats it up. Now, guys, we also have some other exclusives today that you guys are going to also see. With that being said, a very amazing show, perfectly set for you guys with a bunch of amazing products. That's going to do well for you. Now, with that being said, if my voice starts crackling and squeaking, I do apologize ahead of time. I'm running off 4 hours of sleep. I do have some water. We're going to try and get through this as best as I can. 1 second. It is just one of them mornings. All right, guys. So we're going to start the show off with some of their smaller stations. These stations are going to be definitely quick and, of course, easy for quick emergencies of the sorts. Now, you're going to get a variety of cables with pretty much all of these stations that we're showing you today. The variety of cables may become between a solar cable, like a USB-C to DC style plug. Yeah, something like that, Phil. I don't know what this cough. So you also may get a wall plug like this as well. Now, this is a 3-prong standard plug with that. You may also get, of course, a DC style cigarette lighter adapter to charge the panel inside your car or RV on a trip. You may or could include a carrying case, which is actually kind of cool. Squeak, squeak. Yeah, it's definitely a squeak, squeak. I may have just talked my voice out of me. So that's just one of those things. So guys, all these stations are going to come with a cabling package for you. They want to make sure you have the cables to run them so you don't have to worry about that. Now with this, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm probably going to be sitting in front of this camera for about an hour and a half over here on Jackery. And then of course, you know, I'm going to be on camera for the rest of the day. Well, let's get this going. You guys want to talk about this little small and mighty power station right here? This is the 100 Plus Power Station. Now, the 100 Plus Power Station does come with its own cabling. The cable is a USB-C to USB-C cable. This is going to allow for 100 watts pass-through. You're also probably noticing something hanging and dangling down there. That is actually your DC plug to USB-C port. That's so you guys can connect up a solar panel to this small little power station. Now, this palm-sized power station is actually TSA approved, so you can actually get through a TSA checkpoint and take it on a plane or vice versa. Now, with it, of course, you're going to have 99 watt-hours of power in a 2-pound package. That's all this weighs, 2 pounds. This is super light. Now, with 99 watt-hours of power, it's actually a good amount of power that's going to allow you to run quite a bit. It's actually 31,000 milliamps of power. You do the math, and you guys can actually realize that you can charge your iPhone 14 at least 6 times. You can also run a Nintendo Switch for about 4.5 hours, or if you really wanted to, a Nintendo Switch portable monitor for a little over 3.5 hours. On this, you have dual USB-C ports. Those USB-C ports are 100 watt ports. They are in and out capable. You also have the USB-A port at 18 watts max capable as well. This is actually a phenomenal little product. Now, with it, of course, you have that beautiful screen that's going to come on and show you guys about 50% battery left. Of course, silicone pads on the bottom. I like that they made it mirror like the bigger stations back there. Now, if you guys look at it, oh, it looks really big compared to sitting right there, right? No, it's all trick. Let's look how small that is compared to that one right there. That's how small that is. It's a tiny little thing. Guys, the compatibility and the usability of this is going to be really well done with it because of the size comparison. Now, this is, of course, the free gift option for one of our products today, and I believe that's the 1000. Don't want to misspeak. It's the 1000 V2. So this is, of course, the special gift for the 1000 V2. Now, for those of you trying to get the special gifts today, there's nothing to do. You literally just purchase the product, and in the carousel, it's going to be, of course, added in there as a promotion, automatically added on. There's nothing to do with it besides add the product that you're buying that has, of course, this free gift and pay for it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Guys, Lois is in chat. She's going to be posting the links to or posting the actual the special items. She's also going to be posting the 5% discount. For the people on the other side, I'll have Phil post that on the other socials as well. This is a cool little piece. LifePo 4 cells, guys. It's going to have a good battery life. It's going to last for a nice long time. It is, of course, got the fire retardant shell, and it can take a little bit of a beating. Now, has class 9 to class 10 UL protection. That's going to be your drop protection, right? I've actually dropped some of these about 9 feet, and I can tell you, not a problem with it. You shouldn't do that, though. I mean, they are lithium cells. Lithium cells shouldn't be beat too hard, but if you do it, accidents happen. So, really cool little piece right there. The 100 plus. Thanks, Phil. I appreciate that, buddy. So, guys, if you have questions during this show about any product, please ask, and we can talk about it at any time. You guys know that we normally go through like a big normal row of products and doing all of it. I'm always willing to talk about questions or answers that you guys may have at any time. So if it's a product that I'm not showing at that moment, ask the question and we'll attempt to answer it for you. Now with that, guys, I believe we're going to be talking about... So we're going to be talking about the 240. Now, I do notice that on the Dragon Blogger side, guys, I apologize. Justin has the wrong link to that product in the carousel. It's one of those problems. So, we're going to talk about the original 240 right here. This, of course, is 240 watt hours of power and an 8-pound package. Less than 8 pounds, right? Now, this 240, of course, is their original manufacturing style. So, it's got, of course, that fixed handle. It's got the beautiful casing. It, of course, is not the 240. I grabbed the wrong one. Let's grab the right one. There you go. There it is. It's identical, guys. Let's be honest. 240, under 8-pound package, fixed handle, beautiful shelling, the beautiful logo right there. 240 watt hours of power in a $175 price point. Now, that's what it is for today. Normally, it's $239. Now, with the 240 watt hours of power, you have one AC outlet. That AC outlet's going to do 200 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 400 if you need be. Now, it also has two USB-A ports right there. Those USB-A ports are going to do 5 volt 2.4 amps for your standard USB-A connections. It also has a DC input port. That's where you guys are going to charge this off of with that. Now, on the opposite side, you guys have that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug. Don't stick your finger in there. I mean, honestly, if it was powered up, don't stick your finger in there. But it wasn't powered up. I did that on purpose. So all of these are individually switched plugs. So you actually hit the button, it'll turn on, it'll light up green, and then you guys will see the screen. It's actually kind of cool with that. Now, 240 watt hours of power is going to take about 3.5 hours to fully charge it on a wall plug. Decently well done. It'll be about, pretty much around the same on a cigarette lighter plug if you guys are charging it in your car. It's going to be, I think on cigarette lighter, it's a little more. It's like 5 hours with that. Kind of cool. If you had the 100 watt solar panel, again, about 5 hours charge time. With the 240 watt hours of power, you guys could run, let's say, like your drone batteries 4 to 5 times. Your DSLR cameras, approximately 13 to 15 battery charges with that. Now, the 100 plus is 99 watt hours of power, and you guys can do approximately 6 cell phones. with 240 watt hours of power. That means you guys can do over 20 cell phone charges with this. Now, you guys can run a house fan for approximately 4 hours as well. That's going to be like a 45 watt house fan for those of you that want to do that. Your mini cooler about 3 hours, your laptop about 3 hours as well. Or if you guys really want to keep the kids nice and happy, plug in their tablet for 7.5 hours of runtime, and you're good to go on a car ride, right? That's what I'm saying. You know, it's just quiet down. But the cool part is, like I said, Class 9 drop protection. This is actually one of the ones I dropped 9 feet. If you guys can see the white ding in the case down there, that is all the damage that has happened to this when it dropped 9 feet down. So, no shaking, no noises inside. Still very, very acceptable. Works perfectly well. Has no issues even after taking a 9-foot tumble. Don't have to worry about it. It's just one of those things. So right there, $240, guys. $240 is actually a great price point, good product. With that being said, it's a phenomenal piece of technology that's going to do very, very well for you guys. So if you needed a quick emergency style that you guys can carry around pretty much all day, take on a hiking trip or a quick camping trip to keep your phones charged or lights charged, this is your option for that. It's a really, really amazing option. So kind of like that. I've noticed that my squeaky voice is definitely here to stay. And it could be allergies, guys. It could be allergies. Now, with that being said, that's the original 240. They actually updated the 240 to a new version. And this is what they like to call version 2, right? So we're going to grab version 2 back here. We're going to show you guys version 2 with this. Now, version 2 is 256 watts of power. Now, it is, of course, in a new housing. It is a more of a square shape. Still has that beautiful logo, but it has a handle that can be folded and put away. Now, this actually steps up in a bunch of different ways. First and foremost, it actually has what's called Charge Shield 2.0. Charge Shield 2.0, guys, is going to mean you can actually have it fully charged in super emergency charging mode in 1 hour of time. If you have it in standard charging mode, under 2 hours, fully charged, you're good to go. Now with it, you have one AC outlet. That AC outlet's going to do, of course, 300 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 600. Carly, hello, how are you doing? Now with it, of course, you have a flashlight built in, and if you hit it, it'll turn on. You hit it again, it'll go into SOS pattern. On the opposite side, you actually have USB-Cs on this one. One USB-C port is a 100 watt in and out port. The other is a 15 watt port. You have a USB-A port at 18 watts, of course, and of course that 12 volt 10-minute plug. Now with this, you have the new screen style. So if I turn this on, you're going to see the screen come on, and you're going to see that newer, darker screen, the black and of course orange contrasted screen. Now, yes, there's a lot of lighting that's going to reflect off of that. Now, like I said, guys, you can hit that button, turn the flashlight on, hit it again, goes to SOS pattern, hit it, and turn it off. Now, with this, though, it also works with the Jackery app. So you can actually install the app on your iOS phone, your Apple phone, or your Android phones. You can get it on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And you can download that app and connect it up to this device. When it's connected up, you can actually activate the lighting. You can turn on or off these plugs as well, so you don't have to keep them running. But it's also going to allow you to know the actual battery voltage and, of course, the temperature of this piece. This is still under 8 pounds, so it is nice and lightweight. Now, with that charge time, right, guys, because it has that nice charge time, you'll be able to do about 4 or 5 drone batteries. Again, 3-hour laptop play or 10 Bluetooth speaker for over 16 hours. This is nice, lightweight, very compact and portable. Definitely eco-friendly. Can run a 45 watt house fan for 4 hours. Could, of course, also do some LED lighting. It's going to be like your 5 watt light bulb for about 20 hours as well. For those people that need the Wi-Fi router to be up and running, 14 hours of runtime, or your petty heating pad for 6 hours. Now, by itself is $179. It's normally $249. But if you want to get it in a package deal, you guys can get 240 V2 and the Mi 40 solar panel, which is, of course, a very, very small, compact solar panel that can be carried anywhere for $249. $249, you're going to get this full package. So you're going to get a solar panel that can actually charge it in about 7 hours of charge time, and a system that's going to allow you to run those devices without an issue. This solar panel is fully waterproof, water resistant, and does fold up. It is, of course, a 1/2 inch thick. It is the size of a notebook. With the size of the notebook, you actually have quad panels with this. So this is a cool little package all together with this. Solar panel, guys, like I said, trifold design, quad panel. It goes out approximately 40 inches, so you have a nice length of panel to do 40 watts of charging for you in an amazing little price package. Any questions about the 240, the 240 V2, or the 100 Plus, please ask and we will definitely answer. So, did anybody get anything good thus far? Have you guys purchased anything that that you've been dying to have? Because I'm gonna tell you, I haven't had time, and there's things I need. New chair. All right, you guys want to talk about this one? This is the 300. The 300 is actually pretty phenomenal. This is the Jackery Explorer 300, right? 293 watt hours of power in another 8-pound package. So 8 pounds or less in this package is where it's going to be at. Now with this though, it goes back to the original charge rate of 3.5 hours. And that's actually kind of cool. Now with it, of course, you get dual AC outlets. These AC outlets are going to do 300 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 600 for you. Now that means you guys can run a little bit larger devices off of this piece. Now you do have 2 USB-A ports and a USB-C port. That USB-C port is a 60 watt in and out port. On the opposite side, you're going to have, of course, the DC plug, and then you're going to have that 12 volt 10 amp DC plug over there as well. Now he goes back to the original screen, which is not a problem, has the silicone pads, but it's going to take 3.5 hours to fully charge it on a wall plug by itself. Now if you want though, you can use the DC wall plug and that USB-C port and have it charged in 2 hours. Now with that being said, you guys can run like a Nintendo Switch for about 40 hours off of this device. You could also run your CPAP machine for approximately 6 hours off of it as well. Now, some other things you guys could do is like your mini fans. You guys could do your house fans for multiple hours. You guys could even do that flat screen TV for about 4.5 hours as well, which is kind of cool. It's the lightweight and compactability of this actual piece that actually gets me really, really excited because it's nice, compact, and very carryable for a lot of people. And that's where it's going to be, you know, where you really want it to be, right? To be carried. And actually, it's $169, which is a phenomenal price point. It's 39% off today. That's actually a really, really great price point with this. Now, 7 pounds is what it weighs, but you guys can run even more stuff. 5 to 6 drone batteries, 16 to 17 DSLR batteries. Your Wi-Fi modem and router should be able to run for about 15 hours off of this. Now, some other things you guys could do is like your laptops, 4 hours, you know, flat screen TV back there again, of course, you guys can do that as well. By itself is a great price point of $169, but you also can get this and the 100 watt solar panel and get that for $299. That means you're going to get this beautiful little power station and this phenomenally large solar panel. When you have this solar panel hooked up to this, it's going to take 4.5 hours to charge it. You don't have to worry about it. That means you guys aren't paying your electric company to charge your device. You have a solar panel charging it. So really, really great options right here. 300 by itself or the 300 with the 100 watt solar panel. Phenomenal pieces. Sheila, what's up? Shouldn't you be working, Sheila? We all called in sick. We're not working. Guys, any questions about the 300 or the 300 with panel? I will tell you, though, that 100 watt solar panel does 100 watts of charge rate at 18 volts. It is fully waterproof, water resistant, can be left out in the rain. The power station itself cannot. Solar panel can, power station can't. Solar panel even comes with a 9.5 foot cable, so you don't have to worry about it. Has all the cabling connected into it in the back pocket. I like that. Yeah, I called in sick, Phil. I'm not here. All right, guys. The super deal of the day is going to be the 2000 V2, guys. And I'm going to tell you this now. That brand new 2000 V2, they actually dropped it down even lower. Yesterday it was at $999, right? Today it's actually $899. You're getting over about 40% off of that deal. So that is going to be your super deal of the day of a brand new product. You're not going to want to sleep on that product at that price point. Phenomenal, phenomenal piece. Now we're going to move into a little bit bigger of a station. We're going to talk about the 500, all right? This is, of course, the original 500. Now, I see that with a grain of salt because it's the only 500 they made, but they did make a 600, which is a cool little piece. We're going to jump over the table. We're going to talk about the 500 that's literally right there in that middle. Now, that is, of course, the 500. Now, if we move down and we zoom on in a little more, you guys are going to get a better look at this. The Jackery Explorer 500 is 518 watt hours of power in a 13-pound package. You heard me right. Only 13 pounds. Now, with it, it does have one AC outlet. That AC outlet, or standard American plug, is going to allow you to do 110 volts at 500 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 1,000 watts of power if need be. In the middle, you get 3 USB-A ports. You always miss something, Sheila. You get 3 USB-A ports, 5 volt, 2.4 amps. You also get a 12 volt, 10 amp DC plug next to it, and 2 round DC plugs on top of that. And then above it, you have a DC input port. On the side, you have a flashlight. That flashlight is going to do, of course, multiple modes. You're going to have a single brightness or SOS pattern. Literally, it's a fixed handled package. It will take approximately 5.5 hours to fully charge this device. 5.5 hours in the car to charge it. But when you have that 5.5 hours, you guys can run that 60-inch flat screen TV for over 70 hours, or your laptop for about 30 hours. Now, some other devices you can run off of this is like your electric heating blanket for about 4.5 hours, or if you want a mini cooler for 9 hours. Now, that mini cooler is going to be like your car refrigerator mini cooler that you take hiking or camping. Well, not hiking, camping with that. For the campers that like to go camping and rafting and all of that, the air pumps that you use to inflate your air mattresses and your inflatable rafts, about 8 hours of runtime. It's actually very cool with that. I like those options, of course, to be able to run devices like this. Another device you guys could probably do is, let's say, your CPAP machine all night. This will give you a full night's sleep with CPAP machine without a problem. I'm going to say it's going to work well. I've used it quite a bit for a lot of different things. I've actually used this a bunch of times. I mean, I've had it for over a year, so I get to use it quite a bit with a lot of fun, right? Comes with all the cabling you need. Has a nice little lightweight fixed handle. When you flip it around, that is that flashlight I was talking about. That flashlight goes single mode, or if I hold it down, SOS pattern. We're not going to leave the SOS pattern on too long because I don't want to send you guys into trouble. Does have that screen on the front and can be used for everything under the sun. Purchase price today is actually 43% off. It's $289. That's even a very, very smoking amazing deal. But you can also get the station and that 100 watt solar panel that we just showed you for $479. So if you want to get the 500, guys, get it with, of course, the solar panel at a great price point. Mrs. Dragon Blogger, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Squeaky James show, where he has no voice and may run out of water very quickly. I'm going to try and drink this sparingly. Oh, all right, guys. 500, amazing, amazing piece. And 13 pounds. I mean, 13 pounds, pretty much anybody can carry it. Even a small child should be able to carry around 13 pounds. Now, I'm not going to say they're going to carry it around all day, but they could probably manhandle it without a problem. Any questions about those smaller stations, definitely ask. We are here to answer. Because those stations are being still shown to you for a reason, because they have standed the test of time, and I've had a lot of fun with them. Now, we are going to go into one of those very, very beautiful, beautiful deals of the day. Now, this deal of the day is going to be the 1000 V2. Now, if I pop this up, you guys are going to notice that the lighting is not where it should be, and I've actually added a lot of light, but I'm not sure what's going on here. So let's zoom on in to this station right here. This is the 1000 V2. Now, the 1000 V2 is actually $459. It's normally $800 price tag. It's like 43% off today. Now, with the 1000 V2, this is a 2024 current product. Now, it's an upgrade from the original 1000, and that's why we haven't shown you the original 1000 because, well, it's upgraded, right? Now, the 1000 V2 actually goes to a LiFePO 4-cell system, and it has 1,070 watt-hours of power. Now, with this device, it moves the flashlight to the front and changes the housing body. Well, with it, you do have 3 AC outlets. Those 3 AC outlets are going to do 1,500 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 3,000. So that means you guys can plug in. You guys can plug your window AC into this and not have a problem. On the opposite side, you guys have a really promotion just. Oh, it did. It's over. No, it sold out. The promotion sold out for it. Oh man. All right, guys. So the promotion for this one actually just ended. I do apologize. The 100 pluses promotions are gone. Just finished. It's out. Can't get that free gift with this one. I do apologize, everybody. That's sad. All right. I do apologize for those of you that were trying to get it. Those went quick. Now, we are still going to talk about this product, though, because it is an amazing product. It's at a great price point. Nope. It's all good, Lois. I will actually... I'm going to attempt to... I'm going to attempt to do this. I'm not sure I can, though. I cannot remove the listing live, so I do apologize, guys, for this. So the promotion for the 1000 V2 just actually ended, so we're going to apologize for that. We're going to actually attempt to do this real quick, and I'm going to actually re-add some files as I can with this. So I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to add these two. So there we go. We're going to save that. All right, that promotion's gone. So the 1000 V2, but the price, so the price of the 1000 V2 stays, guys. It's still very there. You don't have to worry about it. Just there's no more 100 plus systems to give away with it. All right, let's go back into this. The 1000 V2 is 1,070 watt hours of power. It does have, of course, 2 USB-C ports. One's a 100 watt port. The other is a 30 watt port. We also have that 15 watt or 18 watt USB-A port. Above it, we have that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug as well. Now, with this, though, it does have what's called Charge Shield 2.0. And when you guys go into emergency supercharging mode, it's going to allow you to fully charge it in a 1 hour charge time. In standard fast charging mode, it's going to be a little under 2 hours. What I do and will tell you guys is, if you use emergency supercharging mode, use it sparingly. Don't overuse it too much because it will, of course, kind of chew through the batteries a little quicker than you would want to. It's just there to get you in a quick emergency. A lot of people, when you have a real emergency, want it charged quick, and that is what it's there for. Now, with, of course, the amount of power, guys, you can run a window AC for about an hour. You guys can run movie projectors. You guys can run whatever you really wanted. A laptop, 14 hours. Your drone batteries, 20. Bluetooth speaker, about 50 hours of runtime. Your electric grill over 55 minutes. Your heated blanket for about 12 hours. Or if you really want to, a mini fridge for 14 hours. That TV that's back there, about 10 hours of runtime as well. It is a phenomenally well done product, of course, that can be used as a UPS. The UPS or uninterruptible power supply can be used and switched over in under 20 milliseconds of time. Now, the LiFePO 4-cell is going to allow you to have about 4,000 charge cycles over the next 10 years before it drops down to about 70 to 80% battery lifespan. And that's just the way it works with this. Now, really amazing idea with that. I really love it. No, so Stephanie, the free gift for the E1000 on this actually sold out. All of the 100 pluses are gone on that deal. The price point is still there, so it is actually at a phenomenal price point of $459 though. I do apologize for that. So by itself, $459, or you can get it with the 200-watt Soul Saga solar panel at 42% off today. At $749, it's normally a $1,300 price point. With, of course, two of those 200-watt panels, you can have this fully charged in 3 hours outside without a problem. It's actually kind of cool. It does come with one of those in this package, so you may want to get a second solar panel for that, which is kind of cool. I love this deal, this package. Very, very beautiful little piece. And the station is actually quite lightweight, so you don't have to worry. We do have some other ones in here with the actual cool discounts, though. We have the 2000 V2 with, I believe, the 2000 V2 with solar panels, and it's going to get that new carrying bag. That new carrying bag with that new piece is actually a heated carrying bag, so you can use it in sub temperatures, but also has pockets on it, so you can use all the ports while it's still on there. There's also the 1000 plus 1000 watt deal, or the 100 watt panel, that's going to give you guys also a large carrying bag as well. So there are still a couple other deals out there. Just this variation, we ran out of those, so I do apologize. So either of those guys, 1000 V2 or 1000 V2 with solar panel, at a phenomenal price point. The original 1000 V2 is about 43% off. The 1000 V2 with, of course, the solar panel is 42% off. Great price points and amazing products. What's up, Wiley? How are you doing, my man? Any questions about the 1000 V2s, guys? Not seeing no questions about those, so we'll keep going. You guys want to go into the brand new product that just dropped 2 days ago? Literally just dropped. I mean, honestly, it dropped and started selling quick. This is actually their most and best deal of the day. This deal is going to be like just the super deal of the day. This is a product that's 40% off today, and it's so new that they actually dropped it even lower than it was yesterday. This is the 2000 V2. The 2000 V2 is actually going to be $899 today, normally a $1,500 price tag. Now, when we bounce over here, we'll drop down to the bottom table, and we're going to go over to this station right here, the 1000 V2. Now, the 2000 V2, I can't even speak today. I've been doing so many shows. 2000 V2. 2000 V2 is actually 2,042 watt hours of power in a very beautiful 39-pound package. Now, this 39-pound package actually has a bunch of new technologies. First and foremost, it's got, of course, an app control, which the original did not. It also has LiFePO4 cells, which the original 2000 did not as well. It also has what's called cell-to-body, or CTB. Cell-to-body is a honeycomb-shaped design. It's like a bunch of circles inside the actual casing housing. What that's actually going to allow to do is it's going to allow the batteries to be placed inside the body instead of having to do the three-step process of building the battery into the case, and then, of course, adding on top of that with this. It's going to save size and, of course, save space and, of course, weight also with this. Really cool little idea with that. Now, cell-to-body also means that all the LiFePO4 cells are individually in pockets, which is going to help with swelling of the batteries. It's also going to help with, of course, the shear points, also the shock absorbance of it, and, like I said, size comparison. Now, cell-to-body is really amazing technology that they added in this. This product is only 13 inches long by 10 inches wide by 11 inches high. It's very, very small. Now, with it, though, it does have 3 AC outlets. Those 3 AC outlets are going to do 2,200 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at peak outputs 4,400, though, if you really need to. With that, of course, you also have 2 USB-C ports. One's a 100-watt port. The other is a 30-watt port. Below that, you have the 18-watt USB-A port, and above it, 12-watt 10-amp DC plug. With this, though, you're going to be able to run a coffee maker for about 3 hours, your 200-watt desktop PC for about 12 hours, your 520-watt refrigerator for about 3.5, 4 hours on top of that. If you run a mini cooler, some of the mini coolers can be ran up to about 72 hours off of this device. Now, like the 1000 V2, the 2000 V2 can actually be used as a UPS with that 20 millisecond delay. Also is less than 30 decibels. Now, another cool thing is it does work with the app, and the app is going to allow you to, of course, control other pieces. Now, it is a very safe and reliable piece that's going to give you about 10-year lifespan for 4,000 charge cycles before it drops down to about 80% battery. Now, of course, you guys can do outdoor activities like, vacuuming the campsite. I mean, no, not really. Vacuuming your cabins and stuff for about 2.5 hours. Your electric grills, your road tripping. You guys can do a heated blanket for 60 hours, portable oven for 36 hours. Now, with it by itself, like I said, guys, this is the deal of the day with this one, $899. Or you guys can get it with the dual 200-watt Solar Saga solar panels. When you get those solar panels, those amazing solar panels, guys, is actually going to do a charge rate of 5.5 hours if you have two of them 200-watt solar panels. Now, the 2000 V2 with the 200-watt solar panels is $1,599 today. Also comes with a free gift of that beautiful Extreme Guard carrying bag, and it has a USB-C heating connection to it. Now, like I said, guys, beautiful little station that works with the app. The app will allow you to do a bunch of different stuff, like turn on the flashlight if you guys really want to. You can literally turn that flashlight on and actually have it up and running. Now, it is literally wanting to connect up to my Bluetooth right now, so it's going to take a second to pair off. It's telling me, hey, your device is shut off. So we'll come over here and we'll finally power it up. Once we power it up and we have time to connect it, it's now going to allow us to refresh, of course, that connection and pair back in. Once we're refreshed and paired back in, right, guys, it's going to take a couple seconds to pair back onto this device. My Wi-Fi may be off as well. So once we're in there, we can hit that flashlight. The app controls it. I can turn the flashlight off if I want it. I can turn on SOS pattern, or I can go in low flashlight mode on top of that. Now, it will, of course, take a couple seconds to do that. You guys can activate it. You guys can actually turn it off. You can even turn on the AC plugs from this. Just by a tap of a switch, it's going to turn the AC plug on. You can also put in timeout modes. You guys can shut the screen off by this. You guys can do run times. You also can do energy saving modes and change out everything. This app is completely accessible for this. And of course, this is an amazing price point. The system by itself, $899 today. Smoking deal. If you want the system and two of the solar panels and that free carrying bag, $15.99, but that's not your final price, guys. Use that 5% discount code and get another 5% off of any purchase over $1,000. Can't go wrong with that. Now, I haven't had a lot of testing time with this because I just recently got it. But once I do, guys, we'll start testing it, seeing what other things I could run off of it. Now, if it's anything like the original, I could run a computer, like my gaming PC off of it for a couple hours. I could run my flat screen TV without an issue and my Xbox. Or I can run my big, huge movie projector. I have a nice short screen movie projector in my bedroom. And I can play my Nintendo Switch and that off of this without a problem, I guarantee. Very beautiful piece. I like it. Nice, compact, very carryable. Now, uninterruptible power supply is a good option as well, but you have both of those options without the solar panel, with the solar panels at phenomenal price points. Now, we were talking about the Jackery Extreme Guard bag that they just dropped, right? That's the free gift with that 2 solar panel package. If you guys just buy it alone, guys, $129. So it is an option to get it at $129. That carrying bag is going to be perfectly set for, let's say, the 2000 V2. It's also going to work with the 1000 V2 or the 1000 Plus system. It's going to allow you to, of course, plug in the USB-C port and run this in, of course, colder temperatures. Rather it be minus 40 degrees or minus 10 degrees in whatever setting you're in. To be able to have a heated carrying bag is actually kind of cool with that. Now, it is also water resistant, dust proof. It has, of course, 3 zipper pockets that's going to allow you to have access to, let's say, the front ports, the side vent areas, or even the solar connection or the wall plug. So Really cool carrying bag as a free option for that or purchase as well. Katie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Much appreciated that. So, any questions about that 2000 V2, the 2000 V2 with solar panels, or the actual carrying bag? Definitely ask us. We're here to answer. Now, with that, of course, we're going to move on to, I believe, their largest standalone system to date. This is going to be the 3000 Pro. Now, the 3000 Pro is a beautiful, beautiful little device, right? Now, it does have that AC outlet, 120 volt, 1000 watt pure sine wave power, can peak at 6000 watt technology. What? Yeah, you heard me there. We're going to move back over. We're going to actually move to the middle of the table, and you guys are going to see two of those very large systems down below. We're going into, of course, the right-hand side, and we're going to zoom on in. We're going to wonder why it looks so dark today when I have all this lighting. Now, with that, that is a 64-pound package. That 64-pound package may be a little bit hard for a lot of people to carry around, but Jackery thought about that. They said, hey, let's add two large wheels on the sides of it so it can roll around like a suitcase. They also said, hey, let's add a handle. That handle is a metal aluminum telescopic handle that can be hidden in the back of the case so it can be rolled around like a suitcase across carpet, concrete, dirt, or of course your grass or vice versa. It's a beautiful idea to be able to leverage, just tip it around, and of course roll it. They thought about it, they added it, and said, let's do it. Now with this, like I said, you have, of course, 3,024 watt hours of power in a standalone device. Now with it, you have 5 AC outlets. 4 of those are your standard 3-prong American plugs. Then you have that 5th larger style. That's going to be like your 220 style plug, but it is 120 volts at 3,000 watts. Now, with that being said, that's not a 220, guys. I'm just going there. It's a cool piece, though. You have that large plug, and it can actually run a TIG or MIG welder through that plug device, which is a 5800 watt device. On the side, you have 2 USB-C ports. Those USB-C ports are going to do 100 watts max of charging capability, and above it, you have 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max charging capability. You still have, of course, that 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug that is hitting there as well. Just like the 2000 V2, the 3000 Pro works with the app, and the app is, of course, completely free and accessible for you. You have that nice large screen and, of course, that beautiful housing that's going to do very well, and it's only going to take 2.5 hours to fully charge this on a wall plug. With that being said, if you had 6 solar panels, you're going to have to, it'll be fully charged in 3.5 hours. Now you have the device itself for $17.99, or you guys can get the option of the actual package deal of it and the solar panels for $19.99. Now that means it's going to come with 2 of the 200 watt Solar Saga solar panels. Now on the 3,024 watt hours of power, you're going to be able to run, let's say, your flat screen TV for over 35 hours, your 1150 watt 10,000 BTU window AC for about 3 hours. You also could run your 520 watt refrigerator for over 5 hours of runtime. For those of you that want to run the welding machine, and that's correct, the welding machine, about an hour, hour and a quarter with that on a welding machine. For those of you that are having, let's say, a lot of rain, you want to plug in a sump pump down in your basement, guys, 32 hours on a 60 watt pump without a problem. 6 hours on your hand drills. For those of you that want to do an inverter heater, about 6 hours on an inverter heater. 101 times on your cell phone charging capabilities. 21 hours with the 100 watt projector, or 220 hours with the 3 watt Bluetooth light bulb, or 3 watt light bulb. Now, it's a beautiful piece. It is a little bit big. Does, of course, take up sizing. Like I said, guys, the device alone is $17.99, or if you want it with the 2 solar panels, it is 50% off. $19.99. That is a big, big discount for station and multiple solar panels. Phenomenal, phenomenal piece. And since it is over $1,000, use that 5% code. Save yourself a few bucks. You can't go wrong with that. So, amazing product, guys, right there. The 3000 Pro. Hey, thanks, Phil. Thanks for posting that, buddy. Bubberman, what's up, my man? How you doing? Now, with that being said, we have a large system. We showed you guys some smaller systems. What else would you guys like to see today? You want to see the 1000 plus systems? You guys want a 300 plus? You guys want to see the 300 plus? I'm pretty sure. Let's do, I think we got a 300 plus down here. We do. This is the 300 plus, right? 300 plus goes back to a smaller package design. Now, $227, it's normally about $300 by itself. With this, it's 288 watt hours of power in a package of this size. Now, you do have a handle that can be carried around like this in under 8-pound package. Now, just like most of these devices, they do have a serial number, so you can register it and get that 5-year warranty on all of these devices. Now, with it is going to do 288 watt hours of power. It has got an AC outlet on the front. That AC outlet is individually switched and will do, of course, 300 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 600 with this. No, you cannot add batteries to the 3000 Pro. That's why it's a standalone system. It would be the 2000 Plus that can add batteries, or the 1000 Plus. The 2000 Plus is identical housing as the 3000 Pro, but the 3000 Pro cannot have extra batteries. So 288 watt hours of power, guys, with an AC outlet that does 300 watts, can peak at 600. You also have two USB-C ports. One's a 100 watt port, one's a 15 watt port, and a USB-A 15 watt port as well, and that DC 12 volt 10 amp plug. Flashlight on the side that does multiple modes of brightnesses and SOS pattern. Now with this, under an hour and a half to have it fully charged, and you're good to go. 288 watt hours of power means you guys can run your Nintendo Switch for approximately 40 hours without a problem. Or if you want, of course, multiple DSLR batteries, multiple camera batteries, multiple, of course, drone batteries. It's going to allow you to run a lot of different things. 4.5 hours on a house fan, or of course that Wi-Fi router, approximately 15 hours. This isn't a phenomenal product. With it being said, LifePo 4 cells and all that. Does the 2000 Plus come in a pack? It does. It does come with the package deal, and there's one without solar panels, and there's one with solar panels. We'll actually be getting to those in a little bit. Yeah, but they do come in package deals. Most definitely. The 2000 Plus can actually have up to 5 batteries. So you can add 5 batteries onto that system and have about 12 kilowatts of hour power. You can actually run the 2000 Plus in parallel with another 2000 Plus and add 10 batteries for 24 kilowatts of hour power. So the station itself can actually have 6 of the 200 watt solar panels connected to it, but can actually have solar panels connected up to each battery on top of that. So yeah, and it's actually sitting right there with the battery on top of it. So yeah, we will get to that. We'll go into full depth with that. We'll go into the charge times and everything else, but there definitely is package deals for those. By itself, guys, 300, good price point, but get it in a package deal where you're getting this and the Mini 40 solar panel. That Mini 40 solar panel package deal is $279. This is a great pack out or bug out bag edition. This is going to do well. It's actually only going to, 7.5 hours is what it's going to take with the Mini 40 to charge this. Would do phenomenally well. Only weighs 11 pounds. So 300 plus Mini 40. Now the Mini 40 solar panel, we showed you guys a few minutes ago, but it's a really cool piece because it is literally the size of a notebook. But when we open it up, you guys are going to notice that it has multiple panels. It's literally 40 inches long. So you're going to get 48 watts of charging, guys, with this. It's a great waterproof solar panel that's going to work well on a lot of those smaller stations. So really cool piece. So phenomenal price points on the 300 plus by itself, or 300 plus with solar panel for $279. Normally a $400 price point. So really, really amazing piece. Now, we are going to talk about a device that is actually out of stock right now, and I say that with a grain of salt. It's sold out really, really quick, but I do tell you, if you want this product, put it in your cart for later or in a list. Guys, save it for later. We're going to talk about the 600 plus, and we're going to talk about the solar panel that comes with the 600 plus. So we're going to move down to the bottom of the table right here. We're going to go over, and that is the 600 plus. This is a really phenomenal station. The 600 plus or the 600 plus is of course a LiFePO 4 cell. It has 632 watt hours of power in a device that can be fully charged in a 1 hour charge time. Now with it, it only weighs a little bit of weight. Now I'm going to tell you guys, this is actually a nice and lightweight device. It is 16 pounds. That's it. 16 pounds is all of this weighs by itself. Now, of course, with that though, you guys are going to be able to have it charged in 1 hour charge time. You can run your car refrigerator for 6 hours. It does have two AC outlets that do 800 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 1600, which is phenomenal. It's a good amount of power to come off a device of this size. And I'm going to tell you, this is probably the upgrade to the 500 because, well, let's be honest, it's a good amount of power with that. Now, you still have those two USB-C ports on the side, 100 watt port and a 30 watt port. 18 watt USB-A down below, and of course that 12 volt 10 amp plug. You have the flashlight that actually will activate through the app and can be controlled off of the app. Now, other devices that you can run off of this, guys, is going to be like your phones, your laptop, about 7 hours, or other products of the sort, ranging from like a 10 watt speaker for 36 hours. 27 DSLR batteries, 18 watt Nintendo Switch can be run for multiple hours or charged multiple times as well. 45 watt house fan 10 hours, your 60 watt flat screen TV 8 hours, or of course your 520 watt refrigerator a little over an hour. This is a great product, but the solar panel that comes in the kit when it gets restocked is a phenomenal solar panel. This is an upgraded 100 panel. This is actually a bifacial panel. It, of course, has dual kickstands. These are nice and sturdy kickstands that are going to do really well for you. Today is really, it really is. They have a lot of phenomenal prices and discounts today. Now, bifacial means you're going to have a blue side and you're going to have, of course, a black side. This is a bifacial design. It is a trifold design, and it is a large panel. Now, over 60 inches long. It's so much long so that I cannot fit it in, of course, the full camera. Now, this is actually a nice lightweight solar panel, though, and can be carried around very easily. This is a great upgrade to the solar panel that comes in that 600 plus package deal. Now, like I said, guys, though, I am only showing this because it is a newer product, but it did sell out very quick. So I would definitely put it in a save list if you guys are looking for this one. So 600 plus, guys, definitely going to do what you need. It has a very phenomenal solar panel. I like the new look of this panel. I like the handle of it. I like the foldability, but I also like the bifacial design. Bifacial means it can actually pick up charging from both sides, and it's going to charge with that. So really cool piece. A little over 24% efficiency, of course, in converting power to light with this one. IP68 rating, fully waterproof, water resistant. Still has, of course, the pressed rings that can actually allow you to tie it down, which is perfectly well. Of course, I snapped the handle inside this, but we'll fix that. So that's why I wanted to show you guys this. That's why I wanted to talk about it. Now, some cool things that I have yet to talk about, guys, with these stations is some of the ideas you guys can run. It's that time of the year that we're doing Halloween decorations. It's that time of the year that it's almost getting ready to decorate for Thanksgiving or decorate for Christmas. These stations will allow you guys to run the LED lighting around your yards. It will also allow you to run your inflatable rafts. Now, depending on the station, you may get more runtime off of the station, or you may get a little less runtime. Add the solar panels and allow it to charge during the day, and then have it run the devices at night by activating, of course, the app and turning on those plugs. That means you guys can actually save your money from paying the electric bill. So really cool options to do that. I love that idea. Now, I actually tested that out with the 1000 plus system and all of that. What's up, Cybass? How you doing, buddy? What is Cy doing, man? So, any questions about any of the products before we move on? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, the best deal of the day is going to be for, of course, that very beautiful 2000 V2 by itself for $899. That's a phenomenal price point. But if you guys want the 2000 V2 with the dual solar panels and that free carrying bag, $15.99, but you can also use that 5% off code. You're going to have a great price point there with that. So phenomenal thing. We're actually reposting those deals in chat for you. Now, there's also an option of buying the 1000 plus and the 100 watt panel and getting a carrying bag as well. And we're going to get into that in 1 second right here. Now, with it, of course, we're going to talk about it. We're going to do some things. We're going to ask why my camera just quit, and we're going to attempt to fix that. There we go. So we're going to move into the 1000 plus systems. We're going to pop over here. We're going to zoom in, and we're going to give you guys a closer look. Now, the 1000 plus system is, of course, a price point system that is expandable. Now, 1264 watt hours of power in a station by itself. This station is about 20% off. It's $679 today. Normally about $850 for that. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, buddy. Now, with it, of course, 1264 watt hours of power. It actually has LiFePO 4 cells. Can be fully charged in under 2 hours of charge time. On the front, you have 3 AC outlets. Those 3 American standard AC outlets are going to do 2,000 watts of pure sine wave power at 120 volts. Now, above those AC outlets, you're going to be greeted with the 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug. You're also going to be greeted with the flashlight on the opposite side. Down below, which, guys, if we zoom in a little bit closer, we can actually show you guys, hopefully. Let's get you guys in there closer. You'll see the dual USB-C ports and the dual USB-A ports. Those USB-C ports are 100 watt ports. The dual USB-A ports are 18 watts max charging capability. With the 1264 watt hours of power, it means you guys can run 1150 watt window AC for an hour of runtime. You guys can also run your 520 watt refrigerator for a little over 2 hours. This is a phenomenal product. It weighs 32 pounds by itself, which is a great weight to ratio with the LiFePO 4 cell. You're going to get about 4,000 charge cycles over the next 10 years before it drops down to about 70 to 80% battery chargeability. Still very great, very acceptable, and of course, nice and eco-friendly. Wall plug, under 2 hours. Car charger, 7 hours. With solar panels, 4.5 hours. By itself, guys, $679, or you guys can get it with, of course, the dual solar panels. Now, the 1000 plus and 2 100 watt solar panels comes with a free gift today. That free gift is the large carrying case, automatically added to your carousel when you actually, or cart when you purchase this. Now, this is $929 today, 38% off for the device and the dual solar panels. Now, those solar panels are actually really amazingly well done, fully waterproof, water resistant, and is going to allow you to charge it at a quick charge rate. If you had 4 of those panels, 4.5 hours. So that's where you're going to be with that. So, station by itself, great price point. Station with, of course, solar panels, and even amazing price point on top of that. Now, this is the device that I actually ran 10 inflatable Christmas decorations off. This is also the I did multiple runs of LEDs out in my friend's yard. And I actually had the solar panel hooked up to it, allowed it to charge, and allowed it to run those things for a good amount of time. So this is a great station for that. It is, of course, an expandable station. So expandable or modular means you guys can actually add batteries to this device. You can actually add up to 3 batteries. Now, we have this in a kit for you. The 1000 plus solar kit is going to come with the battery, the station, and 2 solar panels. This is actually going to be a very, very beautiful price point for you of $13.99. Now, at $13.99, you're going to get that station sitting there, 2 of the 100 watt solar panels, and of course, the battery sitting above it. Now, that battery is going to extend or double your actual power. So instead of having 1,200, of course, watt hours of power, you're going to have 2,528 watt hours of power. So 2,528 watt hours of power. The moment you add 3 batteries total, you're going to have over 5 kilowatts of hour power. The moment you step past that range of 3,000 kilowatts, you guys can reach out to your utility companies about the clean energy program and see about that 30% tax credit. Best home refrigerators, lights, etc. So for your refrigerators, lights, and stuff, I'm going to say like the 2000 V2, the 1000 Plus, the 3000 Pro, or the 2000 Plus system. Those are going to allow you to run it for multiple hours. Like the 1000 Plus, because it can add a lot of batteries, you can get more power to, with that. You can run it for a longer period of time. The 3000 Pro is their largest standalone system, has over 3000 kilowatts of hour. Should run your refrigerator for approximately 5 to 6 hours without a problem off of the device by itself. The 2000 Plus, which we're going to talk about in a few, can add multiple batteries and you can run your household off of it for days without an issue. So that's where it's really at. So kind of cool. Now, what we're going to talk about again, guys, with this, because the 1000 Plus is expandable, you guys can add up to 3 batteries. The system by itself, with of course the battery and the 2 solar panels, is 30% off or 33% off today for $13.99 price tag. If you want though, you can add an extra battery for $479. Now that extra battery is kind of cool. Now, I'm going to get up and kind of show you guys why it's kind of cool with this, because we do have this battery up here. This battery is $479 by itself, normally $600 price tag. Now, if my voice cuts out or starts to crack, I do apologize. This actual battery, if you hit the button, it has a screen and it lights up and will show you the battery percentage. It also has a handle that can pop up and carry it around. Now, with this device, I do apologize. My kid just tried to call me and I can't answer it, so apologize. When I flip this around, guys, you're going to see where you link up the cables to connect it to, of course, the station. You have 2 of these connecting ports. Now, these connecting ports are going to take these cables, and I'm going to bring these cables closer to show you guys the cables with the batteries. So, this is where we're going to come over. So, with the 1000 Plus station, you're going to use this cable to link up the battery to the system. Every battery you buy will come with this cable. If you buy the kit, it's going to come with this cable, so you don't have to worry about it. It is, of course, labeled A and B. A side, of course, is going to go on the station. B side is going to go to the battery. And then, of course, from the battery to, of course, the second battery is the way it's going to work. I tried the code and the code did not work. It should work automatically. Some people were saying it was automatically being added in. Some people said they have to enter the code when purchasing. That code should work without an issue. Lois is in chat. She's actually part of the Jackery team. She should be able to help you a little more. So. Guys, I apologize. I'm not sure what's going on here, but we have a bunch of phones ringing right here. Yeah, no problem. We did have some people yesterday stating that the code was automatically being applied. We also had some other people stating that you actually have to add it. So I have attempted the code. I do know the code does work, but I did not purchase anything. So, but great systems, guys. So very, very modular. 5 kilowatts of hour should allow you to run a bunch of stuff for multiple hours without a problem. I mean, that's going to do very well. That's going to be great for the RVs, the camping, emergencies, your toy haulers. Maybe you guys hit the racetrack and you want to keep your racetrack tools all running off of something like this. That would do that with that. So, very great option. Now, I'm going to run back through our super deal of the day, guys. The super deal of the day is going to be the 2000 V2 by itself for an $899 price tag. If you guys want the 2000 V2 with dual solar panels, $1599, and you get a free carrying bag. Now, the 1000 V2 is actually $459 today, which is a phenomenal price point. Unfortunately, the buy one get one free gift for that is sold out, so you're only going to get it for that nice discounted price. Now, with that being said, we also have that 5% code that we've shared multiple times in chat for you guys to use to get an extra 5% off of your $1,000 purchases. So, bunch of very, very cool stuff. Let's see. What can we show you guys? You guys want to see their largest system? This is a really, really amazing system. We're going to pop over to the table. Now, you'll see both of those very, very large systems down there. And we can move down a little more. We can slide over. Well, we can get it to slide over. Let's see. we're going to talk about that system right there, and we're going to go into depth with this. I don't know what it is. Yep, we're about to talk about that right now. Transfer switch. So I'm not sure about the transfer switch itself. I have not messed with the transfer switch, so I know nothing about the transfer switch. Don't even know if that's on Amazon or not. I can have Lois check that out for you, but we can talk about this product though. This is the 2000 plus system. Now, the 2000 plus system is a $1,300 price tag today, 35% off. Now, this, of course, is their beautiful, very large and modular system. Now, 2,042 watt hours of power in a LiFePO 4 cell, but does weigh 62 pounds. Now, with this, it does have, of course, two large 3-inch wheels on the side. Those 3-inch wheels are going to allow you, of course, to tip it and roll it around with ease. Now, it has an aluminum telescopic handle that folds up into the case for you, so you can actually do that. I will actually have her check that. I don't know about the transfer switch, so really not sure about that one. I technically don't work for Jackery. I just literally stream for them, so it's kind of out of my range with that one. Thank you, Lois. I appreciate that, Lois. Marcy. Hello. Hey, Marcy. All right, so I appreciate that, Lois. There you go. She's going to add it to the carousel for you. We'll get to it then. Now, with this, of course, guys, this is going to do, of course, 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power, but can peak at 6,000 watts. You have 4 of your standard American AC outlets. You also have that 5th one that can allow you to plug in TIG or MIG welders with that as well. Kevin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Now, on the opposite side, you're going to have 2 USB-C ports at 100 watts max. You're also going to have 2 USB-A ports at 18 watts max. Now, you also have that 12-volt 10-amp DC plug as well on top of that. Now, with this device, 2,042 watt hours of power is going to take you approximately 2 hours on a wall plug to fully charge it. Now, if you want to charge it in your car in the cigarette lighter adapter plug, it's going to take about 25 hours. If you guys are rolling around in a motorhome, use your house plug in your motorhome to charge it quicker. If you don't have the house plug or have access to that house plug while you're running, because you're running off your car battery, it's going to take 25 hours with that. I'm sure I will be able to see it in a second, Lois. I might have to refresh my page on my end to see it. So let me refresh my page. I'm checking to see if I see it. Yes, I do see it in, of course, the carousel. We do see it in the carousel on my end. So, yeah, it's definitely there. Yeah, I didn't have that plug, so I didn't even know that plug existed. That's new to me. Let's get back into this 2000 plus. 2000 plus can work with the app, and the app's going to allow you to control all of the switches. It's also going to allow you to control, of course, the run times, shut off times, and screens with that. You may need to refresh the page. Once you refresh the page, it will pop back up. We will be switching over to that product as we walk through the carousel, so it will come onto the screen at some point very, very shortly. But do refresh your page, and it should pop up for you. So now we're getting back in. Yeah, she just right there. She just checked it for you so you can actually see it. Now, like I said, $1,299 for the device by itself is a great price point, of course, with this. Now, with, of course, the 2,024 watt hours of power, it means you guys can run like your CPAP machine for 150 hours. You'll also be able to run your 1150 watt window AC for about 2 hours of runtime. Your 520 watt refrigerator can actually run for about 3 hours or 12 hours on your PC desktop. Now, 14 hours with, of course, your movie projector at 100 watts, or if you guys really want to and you need to dry your hair for over an hour, you can run your hair dryer for about an hour off of this. Mini fridges, 14 hours, or vice versa. This can be used as an AC quick charging, solar charging with this, of course, as well. Smart app controlled, lifespan compatible, very, very short charge time and very silent runnability, safe and durable. You're going to get about 10 years of a lifespan with this. It's actually a pure sine wave power, so you don't have to worry about your laptops being plugged into it. I like that. The device by itself, of course, is a great price point and a phenomenal product that's doing very, very well for a lot of people. But you can get it with two of the 200-watt Solar Saga solar panels for $18.99 at a 42% savings. So you're going to get it at a great price point with solar panels. That means you guys are almost there to have it fully charged in under 2 hours. If you had 6 of these panels, you could charge this device in 2 hours. Since you have 2 panels, it's going to take probably about 5.5 hours to charge it. Just the way it's going to work. So great price point with it or the solar panels by itself. Now we have the full 4000 kit, which is what we're going to talk about for you guys. Now the full 4000 kit is a really, really beautiful piece, right? This is, of course, the station and the battery sitting above it and 2 solar panels for 48% savings today at $2,599. Now, you just added a battery to the system. That means you just doubled your runtime and doubled your battery power to 4,085 watt hours of power for $25.99. What's cool about the system is like I said, you guys can have 5 batteries total. The moment you add 5 batteries, you're going to have over 12 kilowatts of hour power. With a single extra battery, you guys are already eligible for the Residential Clean Energy Credit Program to get a tax credit through your utility company. You'll have to reach out to your utility company, but the moment you add 5 batteries, you're even better off, right? Now, at 5 batteries, 12 kilowatts of hour power should be able to run your homestead or your house for a day or so without a problem. And that's going to be a lot of different items plugged in. This is going to be great for home emergencies, outdoor living, RV camping, or homesteading, or just all around emergencies. What's really cool though is like I said, you can parallel 2 of these systems together. So what it's going to do is you're going to take 2 2000 pluses, you're going to use a linking cable. That linking cable is going to allow it to parallel together. The moment you parallel it, you guys can actually connect up to 10 batteries total. That's going to give you guys 24 kilowatts of hour power. 24 kilowatts of hour power is a lot of power and will allow you to run a lot of stuff for a good amount of days without an issue. It is going to take a very large linking cable to link those devices, and that is, of course, this cable right here. This cable is going to allow for all that power to pass through. And now I can actually tell you guys is I run cables like this large in my car for my car stereo, which is funny. But really cool, simplified. You guys cannot plug it in wrong. It has, of course, a locking lock that you'll have to press down to release it. It does, of course, have the A and B side. You'll click A to B, and that's the way it's going to connect. Now with it, of course, guys, because you're running your doubling your battery, tripling your battery, quadrupling, and of course, adding and adding and adding, it's just going to keep adding on to the stuff that you can run and the amounts of times you can run it for. That's actually really cool that you can fully do that with this, of course, on hand. Depending on the devices you're connecting, so with a single extra battery, that means you can run a CPAP machine for 300 hours. You can run a 200-watt desktop PC for 24 hours, your 1150-watt window AC for about 4 hours, or your refrigerator for over 4 hours as well. Your TIG or MIG welders, and you guys can run a TIG or MIG welder off of this for a little over an hour and a quarter with an extra battery. By itself, a little over half an hour. So you guys, when you keep adding batteries, you'll just double the runtime on the objects you're doing. Now this does have a UL 10 class protection. So that UL certification means it has a higher protection rate of droppage or bangage. It also has a fire retardant shell on the device and, of course, the battery. The device itself weighs 63 pounds. Each of the solar panels are 21 pounds of weight. It's a phenomenal piece of product right here. Now, you can run a lot more stuff than, like I said, you guys can run chop saws, you guys can run your lawnmowers, you guys can run weed eaters, electric chainsaws, table saws, chop saws, angle grinders, drills. Anything and everything pretty much can be plugged into this because it can do up to 6,000 watts of power out of the actual ports. Now remember though, if you're pulling out 6,000 watts out of this device, it's going to drain that battery a lot quicker. If you're running lower wattage stuff, it's going to last a lot longer. I've actually used this device during a full stream. I had 2 gaming computers plugged into it, multiple monitors, and did a full stream off of this device, and it ran for 2 hours without a problem and still had battery life left. I love that idea to be able to do that. Now, wide variety of ranges of things you guys can do with that. So great kit right there. Now, we did have Lois add that kit with, of course, the backup power plug on this piece. So we added that into there. So from your phone was not accepting it and worked from your PC. I'm glad that worked for you. Now, the kit that we have in the carousel, guys, I'm going to talk about this, and we're going to actually talk about it. It's not linked on the other side. I'll have Phil share it over there. This is normally a $7,000 package. Now, what I'm going to do is, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to attempt to pull over here. I'm going to grab this page right here so you guys can see this. This is the kit that we added into the carousel for you guys so you can see it. This is a very, very large kit. It comes with 2 solar panels, the station, and of course 2 batteries, and of course that house plug. Now that is your, of course, adapting system for this. Now it's a really cool package. It's normally $6,799. What I can tell you is, guys, there's a $3,200 clippable coupon right there for you. Click that coupon and take an automatic $3,200 off instantly, just like that, by clicking that coupon. Now you'll go into your cart and you'll add that extra 5% coupon code and get another 5% off. That's actually kind of cool that they have that large coupon for you guys, and will allow you to, of course, clip that. Very expandable system, very beautiful system right there. And if you guys want to see the full thing, we can enlarge it for you with that. So that is your transfer switch and system kit. This is a large, beautiful kit. I am glad you asked about it so we can show it to you and show you guys that price point for that system. That's a phenomenal price point. I mean, normally almost $7,000. You're getting $3,200 right off the top. Plus, you're getting another 5% off. Wow, that's a really, really good deal. Now, I don't know if you guys see this, though. Amazon offers the pay monthly as well. I didn't know they did that. So, really cool package right there for you guys. If you need something like that, they have that option. Now, if you want to add extra batteries, we also have the extra battery in the carousel as well. This is going to be the 2000 plus pack, the E2000 plus pack. This is 2,042 watt hours of power, normally about $1,600. It's $999 today. That's a 38% savings for an extra battery. Add extra batteries to that system for $999. You can't go wrong with that. That's a good price point. Personally, I would probably buy 2 of the 2,000 plus kits for the prices that they're having, and then it comes with the double batteries, double stations, double solar panels. All right, we're going to go into this because I did not mention about certain things with the 2,000 plus system, and I want to talk about it because you can actually add 6 solar panels to the 2,000 plus station. When you have 6 of the solar panels to the 2,000 plus station by itself, fully charged in 2 hours. Now, the cool part about that is you guys can actually connect up solar panels to the battery on top of that. When you connect it up to the battery, you guys can actually charge the battery in 2 hours as well on top. Now, they do say it accepts 6 of the solar panels. We'll have to, of course, have an adapter to connect that up and run it that way. So, multiple panels, multiple ways of charging it, guys. So, if you guys want to charge that big, large 2000 system, you can add a lot of solar panels. Some of the other stations don't allow for all of those panels. So, great little idea. Now with that, guys, we're moving into the solar panels and the last leg of our show for today. So we're going to start it off with that Mini 40 solar panel that we actually showed you. This Mini 40 solar panel is going to work out well for you guys with a bunch of the smaller stations, whether it be the 100 plus, the 240s, the 240 V2, the 300, the 300 plus, or of course the 500. This is an IP68 rating. It is of course fully waterproof, water resistant, has their beautiful stitched on and of course steel logo. Now you do have of course the pressed rings that's going to allow you to tie it down, and it has of course a magnetic clasp. When you open that clasp, you're going to be greeted with of course the trifold design monocrystalline solar cell. This is going to do about 23.5 efficiency in converting light to power at 40 watts of power range for you. This is actually 23% off today. It's $99. This is a great price point. It is also a very lightweight product. So under, of course, 3 pounds of weight with this. 40 inches long and very lightweight. The best part is, which is the lowest price on that has a capacity that is just low. So Sarah, if you're talking about the 2000 plus system, your full 4000 kit's going to be your best range with that, because it does come with the battery, it's going to come with the station, it's going to come with 2 solar panels at a great price point. If you want to step it up though and you want to have the house connection, it's going to be a little bit more. The full kit is about $25.99 with the battery, the station, and 2 solar panels. You can also use the 5% off code to save yourself a little more with that. Now, yes, you could buy the 2000 plus system by itself for $12.99, I think it is, just by itself. It doesn't come with batteries. Each of those batteries is going to be about $999, and that's why I'm telling you, if you want it, get it with the solar panels piece of connectability with that. But you could also get the full home kit variation. It comes with 2 batteries, the station, 2 solar panels, and of course the home transfer switch. That's normally about $7,000. There's actually a clippable coupon, I believe there was, for that. So really cool idea right there to add with that. So you have a couple options with that. Now back to this, guys. Fully waterproof, very beautiful little piece for you guys in the range of using it with the smaller solar panels. Now, to charge like the 240 or to charge the 300, about 7.5 hours is all it's going to take with that, of course, on hand. So, really amazing solar panel. I like the lightweight of this. I like the small capability. It is only 12 inches tall by 11 inches long by ½ inch thick. This is the size of a notebook. This can literally fit in your backpack. You're not going to realize it's there. Really cool option. Now we're going to move over to the 100 Prime. Now the 100 Prime is another really cool piece. The 100 Prime is a new solar panel from them. This solar panel is about $169 today. It's going to come with a kit. This kit is going to be your mounting kit, because this is a piece that you can mount to, of course, the roof of your RV, your motorhomes, your vans, or of course your garages or houses. It's going to come with 4 of these brackets. The brackets are going to come pre-drilled. The dual hole side is what you're going to mount to, of course, the roof of your van or the roof or the ceiling of your houses. It's also going to have, of course, a railing on this to hold actually the panel. On the opposite side, you're also going to have this slotted connection. That's where you're going to put your nut and bolt to actually mount the panel with that. So you do get 4 of those brackets. Inside this, of course, with this 100 Prime, you're going to get the self-tapping screws. These self-tapping screws, of course, are very sharp and very beautiful. It does take a nut driver to send it down, but they did think about it, and they added, of course, this gasket to help watertight the seal and seal it. Now, I'm always going to tell you guys, when using this, put a sealant between the bracket as well to help seal up the holes, and then send it down through. That's going to give you guys that extra sealant, and you guys can make sure that you are nice and watertight. You want to make sure you're watertight and you're not, of course, damaging anything. So they thought about it and they added that with those. You're going to have all the hardware for that to mount that. Now, it also comes with the nut and bolt kit and washer. So you guys are going to get full stainless steel hardware, including no self-tapping. So nut and bolt, so of course mount, of course, the piece with it. Comes with all of it. It also comes with the cabling. The cabling's actually built onto the panel itself. Now I'm going to grab this panel. It is a nice and large panel, but it is a beautiful panel nonetheless. I'm going to attempt to grab this without dropping it. So this is that large panel. Now it does have an aluminum housing all the way around. It is fully steel housing. I pop it over to the back. You guys are going to see that it actually has the mounting hardware holes all the way around, including the actual oblong side. It is a nice and large piece of technology right here, guys. Now, with it, you guys can permanently fix it or mount it to, of course, the thing. It is a bifacial style design. So if you guys want to mount it on an angle, it can actually pick up light on both sides, which is kind of cool. Bifacial. Now, on the front side, you have that monocrystalline solar cells in separate squared sections, so you guys can actually see that. Now, it is a little bit dusty from sitting here today, but not a big deal. Now, it also comes with, of course, this 9.5-foot cable. This 9.5-foot cable has an Anderson clip plug. That Anderson clip plug means you guys can actually connect it into the Y splitter. When connecting it into the Y splitter, that means you guys are going to be able to run multiple solar panels at a time. If you need to do that, but also use the DC round plug adapter, this adapter comes off, and then you guys can actually set it onto, of course, this connector right here, just like this. So you're going to have the connection, and then you guys can be able to plug it into the solar panel. If you don't need the Y splitter, just connect up the adapter straight to the Anderson clip and plug it into your solar panel. Now that is an 80-20 plug. The 80-20 plug is meant for the 600 plus, the 1000 V2, the 2000 V2, the 2000 plus system, the 3000 Pro. So that's that plug with this. This is a really cool one. Now, because this is a fixed design and it's a little bit different of a structure, this one does 25% efficiency of converting light to power even in lower light settings. Phenomenal panel. Normally a $300 panel, this is actually $169. This is the 100 Prime, and it is a beautiful, beautiful modular panel that's going to allow you to mount it wherever you feel need to mount it. Like always, when I talk about solar panels, guys, get the extender cable. Get the cable so you guys can mount this out of the way and not have to worry about it. Everybody, bear with me. I apologize. Now, we have lowest sharing, guys. The codes again, because you can get 5% off any purchase over $1,000. You also, guys, see the super deal on the 2000 V2, and you guys can see the free gifts on the other two items. So that's the 100 Prime panel. Now I'm going to attempt to set that down, and I'm going to take a sip of water. All right. So 100 Prime, beautiful panel for you guys. You also have the option of the original 100 watt Solar Saga. Now the original 100 watt Solar Saga is going to do 100 watts of charge rate at 18 volts. It is a bifacial or panel, so it's a dual panel. Has kickstands on each side, so you do have the kickstands to allow you to set it up. It is, of course, waterproof, water resistant. Has, of course, this packaging on the back, this zip-up pocket. This pocket's going to open up, and you're going to be greeted with a 9.5-foot cable with the 7909 plug and the 80-20 plug. The 80-20 plug is going to be for your larger panels or your larger systems. The 7909 is going to be for your smaller ones. 9.5-foot cable. Inside there, you're also going to see that there's an orange block. That orange block is going to do, of course, USB-C and USB-A charging of devices right off this panel, which is actually really cool. Now, with this, of course, it is a monocrystalline solar cell. It does weigh under 10 pounds, and it can actually be carried and taken everywhere with the ETFE laminated handle. It does, of course, have magnets that hold it open, but when you open up that bi panel, you're going to be greeted with, of course, that beautiful, very large solar panel that's going to grab a good amount of light. This is actually going to do very, very well with that, of course. This is going to, the charging inside is, yeah, it is. I love that charging idea. So you can do like, it's got magnets. So you have these two round discs right here to magnetically close it shut. So it's magnetically closed shut. Yep, magnets. So this is going to do well, guys. It's going to allow you to charge. It's going to do 24% efficiency, even in low light settings. This is a cool one. This is also on sale for like $209. Normally about $273. So great price point. Now we have one more solar panel for you guys today, and that's their largest solar panel. We're going to move over here and we're going to show you guys this video. This is the 200 watt Solar Saga. Now the 200 watt Solar Saga is an IP68 rating with, of course, sunlight and, of course, capability. The sunlight angle indicator is going to be compatible with the Jackery 1500 Pro, 2000 Pro, 2000 Plus, and 3000 Pro systems. This 200 panel is also going to work with the 600 Plus, the 1000 V2, and the 2000 V2 as well. Now with the system, it's going to do about 24.3% efficiency in converting light to power. It is, of course, over 60 inches long when unfolded. It is a trifold design, and then when folded up, it's about 24 inches in length for you. Now, with that being said, guys, this is kind of cool. So we're going to get kind of into this with it. It is IP68 rating, still monocrystalline solar cell. It has what's called IBC technology with it in hand and advanced monocrystalline solar cells coupled with it. This is where it's cool, though, because you should be able to set this up in 10 to 20 to 30 seconds without a problem. The moment you connect it up, you're going to go into the pocket. You're going to grab, of course, that very beautiful cabling, 9.5 foot cable with, of course, the adapter, the 8020 and the 7909 and 8020 adapter. You're going to be able to plug this into, of course, your system. The moment you plug it into your system and you turn your system on, it's going to start charging. The moment I turn the system on and grab my phone is less than 10 seconds, and you're going to notice that it's already grabbing 153 watts of power. You're also going to notice that my solar panel has a blacked out area, so it's not grabbing all of the light like it should. It's actually blacked out. Now, if I moved that solar panel and directed it properly, I would be getting the full 200 watts of charge rate through this. That is a phenomenal panel. Now, the one thing I will tell you is that panel does weigh 21 pounds of weight, but it is 32% off today. It is actually a great deal at $474, and it's a phenomenal, phenomenal solar panel. Now, we also have 3 carrying bags in the carousel as well. We have that small carrying bag. The small carrying bag is about $44. The small carrying bag is going to be perfect for like the 240s, the 300s, the 500 stations. Now, dust-proof, water resistant to a point, but dust-proof and very capable of carrying the system and, of course, your charging cables. It has a nice splash-proof design with a double lock zipper. And, of course, it's going to have a very durable and stable handle that's stitched all the way around with the Velcro latch. Now, that, of course, is for $44.99 for the small one. But you can also get the medium-sized one for $55.99 for the 1000 series, of course, with that. Now, $59 to have the exact same thing to carry around your 1000 series is a great deal of product. But if you have the larger systems, like the 1500, the 1000 Pro, the 1000, and so on, they also have the large carrying bag. Now, that large carrying bag is $149, but still is, of course, splash-proof, dust-proof, and it has those beautiful handles. Now, this is actually made from a multi-layer design, which is actually very beautifully well done, and it's going to do perfectly well for you. That large bag is actually the free included gift in the 1000 Plus package with the 100 watt solar panels. So that's going to be the one for that. So bunch of great products right there. Very amazing deals. And of course, don't forget that 5% off discount code. Now, with that being said, that's the end of the show I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, remember, it's Prime Day. Make sure you get those deals that you want before those products and deals disappear. I want to thank everybody for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we're going to see you guys on that next show. Have a good one, everybody.